Hey all, Ed here. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching, and I'm sorry it's been a little bit. I've kind of had some gaps in recording and uploading because life has just absolutely been crazy. So forgive me for that. I'm trying to get back to the regular scheduled uploads, but today I wanted to bring a couple of things to your attention. Number one, it's Thanksgiving here in the States, and I think we all need to remember to be more thankful sometimes, and not just those of us in the States. If you live in any first world country in the world and you're watching, you have a lot to be thankful for, and especially those around you. So remember to be thankful for the people that you have around you and the things that you have. Because if you live in a first world country, you got it pretty good. Let's be honest here. So, moving on. Steam sale. I thought today would be a wonderful day just to kind of talk because there's a lot of fantastic games that are on sale on Steam today, and I thought I'd go over just a few of them that I thought I would mention that I really enjoy playing. And number one is basically if you can only have one sim racing game, Assetto Corsa, because you can do anything with this game. I mean, you can mod the game to your heart's content, and at $5, oh my goodness, uh, you can't. You can't really. I don't even know. You can't compete with a game like that for $5. And I mean, yes, there are some DLCs and stuff like that that you might want to pick up, but I think like the ultimate is something like maybe $5, $10, something like that, or 10-ish dollars. I'm not sure, but seriously, if you're serious at all about sim racing and all this sort of sim rig stuff, Assetto Corsa, it is a must game, and at $5 for the base price, you can't beat it. So moving on, number two, Dirt Rally 2. I mean, come on, it's like my favorite game, and yes, I know that they came out with a new. Ooh, I muted that. Hold on. Oh, y'all can hear it. Copyright, stuff like that. So, uh, but I know they came up with a new WRC game, and I'm a little torn by it. I enjoy playing it, but I think it needs a lot of work. I think that they released it in kind of a, I don't know. I don't want to say an unfinished state, but I think there's a lot of things that Dirt Rally 2 has fleshed out, especially VR. If you're a fan of VR and racing games, Dirt Rally 2, it really truly doesn't get much better than this game. I know there's some others out there that are better and but Dirt Rally 2 for me, for the type of racing that it offers, for the graphics, the immersion, the way the cars feel, everything. It just it hits that sweet spot that very few games can. And for what is it on sale for right now? Yeah, like $8 for the full on game and stuff like that. Please, please, I beg you, pick the game up if you don't own it, because there will come a day that EA, whoever owns Codemasters, yeah, EA, will pull this sucker, and it'll be gone forever off Steam. And it's such a fantastic game. You must own this game if you're serious about racing, um, and you want to get it. And number three may surprise some of you. Uh, I'm a big fan of BeamNG. Now I don't have a ton of time in it, but I think this game and the future projection of this game is going to be a huge player in sim racing. It already feels good in sim. They've worked very hard to get the car feel out, and especially if you've got some friends that can play together, throw a little bit of mods in there, build your own sort of stuff. Oh, I mean, it's a fantastic game. And I know it's not like on the deepest sell that there is, but at $20, BeamNG is like I said, I don't know that it's quite there for like sim racing ready sort of stuff. But if you enjoy sim, if you enjoy the soft physics of the game, or the soft body physics, if you enjoy any aspect of that, this game is a must. And at $20, this game kind of rarely goes on sale because it's already kind of cheap. $30, I think, is the regular price, whatever it is here in the states. Yeah, $25. Even at that, for all that you get with this game, total steal. But the fact that it's on sale right now, it's not a huge discount, but you should really consider picking it up. So moving on to our fourth contender here, Assetto Corsa Competizione. Now I know that this is a bit of a divisive one for some out there because it's in the league of like iRacing and stuff like that. And it's kind of a love or hate it. And I'll be honest, I really enjoy Assetto Corsa Competizione or Competition because it it it's kind of like dirt. It's got that it just kind of hits on all the right spots. The graphics are fantastic. The car feel is good. Um, Admittedly, with some cars and some things, could it be better? Yes. At least for me, whenever I get on the limit of the car, it doesn't just let go. You can kind of dance on the limit a little bit, and it it feels very good, and especially with a good wheelbase, I think it's a fantastic game. I don't know about controller because I've never played the game with controller, but at 70% off today, man, like for $11 for the base game, there's a lot there. And they've got one of the best Nuremberg rings. If you're a fan of the Nuremberg ring, when they released their new and updated one, fantastic. I got a video on it that I took one of the new Mustangs out on it, and it was absolutely fantastic. I think I took a Mustang out on it. Yeah, I mean, it's a video I did a little back. Look back on my catalog. But for like $12 for a full blown, you buy it, you own it. You can do some pretty serious racing in this game. I mean, it's really hard to pass up, I think. And our fifth, no, that was yeah. For our fifth one, I can't deny it. If you're serious at all about sim racing, I know there's other channels out there that go way more in depth than I ever will about iRacing, but I have spent a fair bit of time in iRacing. I I enjoy it. My major quibble with iRacing personally is when you get on the limit of certain tire models and stuff like that within the game, it just lets go. There's no playing on the limit. There's no overdriving in a lot of aspects. It's just the car lets go, the tires let go, and you're kind of done. So, and I'm not saying that as a generalized the iRacing is bad, anything like that. That's just my personal opinion. And if you're upset by that personal opinion, there's not much that I can do because I have great racing equipment. Um, I have a R21 with plenty of wheels, and I just I enjoy iRacing, but it's whenever you're pushing the car hard, the tires are heated up, the suspension's set up. I mean, everything is kind of locked in, and I have enough real world racing experience to know that when you get there on the edge, you can play a little bit. But in this game, for most cars, it's just let's go, and that's okay. I mean, everybody kind of knows that. That's serious about that. That once you get there to that limit, you kind of have to stay off that limit. And there's net code and other things, and there is a subscription to it. But I think for the type of game that it is, it's really good. And today, with it being on sale, the fact that you can get a full year for like $25, I mean, worst case, you hate it, and you don't play. But for a whole year, I know it's an introductory offer and you can't renew, and whenever you do renew, it's like $112 a month. But if you're serious about sim racing and you're even considering getting into it, and you got maybe just like a G25, G27, or whatever Logitech new whatever is around there, or just something that has a little bit of force feedback, and you think you want to get into sim racing, this is where it's at. And I'll give you a little hint. Early on, just turn off voice. Don't even map that button because there are some very angry people racing around. I'm not one of them, but boy, I turn voice off. I don't even engage in that stuff. So I thought I'd just mention that little tidbit for you. But if you're serious about sim racing, it it don't get much better than iRacing because it's a fantastic game. And for $20 for all year, pretty good. But like I said, I personally would do a setup Corsa competition because that one, no subscription. You buy it, you own it. So, and I got a little bonus one here that I personally really, really enjoy, and that is Wreckfest. Now, Wreckfest just it's kind of like Dirt and Assetto Corsa and Assetto Corsa Competizione. For me, the graphics are great. The cars feel good. The 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 handling model, especially with the direct drive wheel, lacks a little bit. But for a non-serious game that you can, I mean, just smash into people and create all kinds of carnage. I, I mean, I don't know what more you'd want. If this is like if you have been playing a game and somebody came up to you and spun you out or whatever, and you want to get back at them, this is your game. It is completely open season to wreck other guys. That's a part of the game. And if you want to go on for a full demolition derby, you absolutely can. And the game today is like $12, and in this kind of market, I mean, $12 for a game like that, I think it's fantastic. Yes, it's a little older. The graphics are great. There is a progression system that you kind of have to go through to kind of get your car built up and customized and things like that. But it's really not that hard. If you'll spend a little bit of time sitting down, playing the game, going through the career and stuff like that, it's no trouble at all. Uh, I don't have a ton of time in the game, but I do know that what time I have spent, and especially in some online lobbies where you're racing against real people and you're sitting there just smashing the tar out of each other, it's a fun game. It really is. And even against the AI, they've got a pretty decent AI set up in this game. And there's lawnmowers. I mean, come on, it's so satisfying to get in a lawnmower um, destruction derby, and it's so fantastic. So if you just want a fun game that kind of works with your pedals and your e-brakes and your shifters and wheels and all that other sort of stuff, Wreckfest is a fantastic game that I think gets overlooked a lot of times because I don't know that people really classify it as a racing sim, but it's there. I mean, it's got great tire physics, it's got great handling, as far as like playing on the edge and stuff like that. It's a little, it's more than a little. It's pretty arcadey. Let's be honest, but the structure's there, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with Wreckfest 2. But for today, Wreckfest, where it's at, fantastic game. I implore you to pick it up. And guys, I'm going to end the video there because I've almost gone 15 minutes, and I know it's kind of a long video, but there's just a lot of good games that are on sale. I'd love to sit here and go through all of them, but I would probably be an hour long, and nobody wants to hear me talk for an hour. So, guys, if you've got a little extra money, um, or you got some, family member that's got a little bit of extra money, and what do you want for Christmas? Steam gift card. Give me a Steam gift card. Buy me a couple games on Steam because right now, um, I know it's not Christmas, but there's some fantastic games on sale, and these are just a few. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, And like I said, have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the States. Bye, y'all.